Who's there? Please. Haven't I already been tormented enough? I'm due to be executed tomorrow. Or my trial, as you people call it. Do you really need to inflict more harm upon me? Is my captivity too kind in your eyes? Does my torture really excite you that much? Monsters! You're all monsters. Simply looking for an excuse to torture someone. Oh, my friend. I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry. Sorry for those things I said. I know they could never apply to you. Why? Just seeing you now, it's enough to make the pain I'm in fade. Even if only briefly. How have you been? A lot has changed since we last saw each other, hasn't it? I doubt you ever imagined seeing me like this. Arms bound with tight ropes, linked to the ceiling, crucifixes lining the walls of my cell. My home burned to the ground. I'd still be gagged if I hadn't managed to shift it off. Though, the fact they do that to me is insult enough. Just a week ago, I was the village herbalist. Now, I'm nothing. At least, in the eyes of everyone else. That's what happens when you're accused of witchcraft. People can barely stand to look at you. I'm not sure what happened. Whether the hunters that rode into town thought I was suspicious, or if somebody said something about me, but I promise you, it's all false. I'm not a witch, my friend. You've known me for years, delivering the supplies I need to make my wares. Have I ever seemed slightly witchy to you? No, I didn't think so. We were never anything but pleasant towards one another. But how is it you're here, my friend? You delivered your monthly shipment just the day before I got arrested. It should be weeks before your return. How can this be? Oh. As soon as you heard what happened, you returned from the city? That is very kind of you. I didn't realize you cared so much. But you'd give anything for a loyal customer, wouldn't you? Have you come to say goodbye? You'd be the only one who has. You're the first person I've seen in days. Besides the guards and the interrogators. Or perhaps you've come to watch me die? Come to hear me scream as cruel judgment is passed upon me. Because that is what will happen tomorrow, my friend. I've heard the tales of what these hunters do to those they suspect. They either drown them to see if they're a witch, or burn them alive. Their mindset being, if we survive, we must be supernatural in some way. But if we die, then we are innocent in the eyes of God and will go to heaven. Honestly, I think I'd rather just live. But Seeing that I'm innocent, I doubt that'll happen. Of the two options available to me, I think the drowning would be less painful. Only slightly. But I'd rather not feel my flesh boil. However, burning alive would allow me to scream at the idiots watching, to let them know exactly what I think about them before I go. So, I'm undecided. Oh, they gag you? Well, in that case, I would definitely prefer drowning. Though, I can't say I'm fond of either option. What about you? Really? That's an interesting choice. Though, I can see your logic. I think the worst part of this was the prelude. Though, the accusation. All my friends in the village. Everyone turning on me on the word of someone I'd never even met before. They looked at me like they didn't even know me. Like I hadn't spent all my life tending to them when they were sick, healing them when they were injured, and doing my best to keep the place fresh and healthy. I still don't know what turned them against me. What made them think I had the capacity for the supernatural. But I don't. I promise you, I don't. I know I'm smarter than the average person. My mother made sure I studied thoroughly when I was but a girl, but that doesn't mean I commune with the devils or that I know magic. It doesn't. You believe me, don't you? I just want someone to believe me. Thank you. I wasn't certain if you did, but hopefully seeing me here, helpless, has persuaded you of my innocence. I only wish the witch hunters could be convinced. I'd heard tales before about their purity, about their nobility and fairness, but I saw none of that when they grabbed me. As far as I'm concerned, they're just thugs who con their way into positions of power, toying with people's lives. It's not right. Not fair. No one should have such power. At least, not with as little evidence as they had. But I've made my peace. Accepted what will be happening tomorrow. And I'm ready. No matter what comes, be it fire or water, I'll simply close my eyes and let the darkness take me. I know. Believe me, I dislike it as much as you do. But it's what has to happen. There's no other way around it. My friend, what are you doing? You can't come in here. I'm not even sure how you got through the door. A lockpick? Please. My friend, you're making a massive mistake. What you're planning will not help me. Understand? It will simply delay the inevitable. Are you not listening to me? Don't untie the ropes. Please. Please stop. You're just making the situation worse. Please. Freeing me like this, it won't accomplish anything. If they find I've escaped, they'll hunt us. They'll almost certainly find us. They'll kill you, and the punishment they'll inflict upon me will be 10 times what they'll do tomorrow. I don't want that. I don't want anyone to be hurt because of me. And even if they don't find us immediately, to spend the rest of our lives on the run? Moving from town to town, fearing the gaze of everyone around us? That's no way to live, my friend. Thank you for the kindness you're showing, but I'd rather face the end as soon as possible. It's not a kind fate, but it is the one it seems I am destined to meet. Thank you. Thank you for letting me make my choice. I do not wish to prolong my suffering, nor to get you involved in this. You are innocent in these people's eyes. Don't let them think you're anything else. They'll rip you apart if they do. You have undone the rope around my right wrist. I'll need you to reattach it, lest they think I tried to escape. I know it's hard. You're essentially confining me to my prison all over again. But it has to happen. It has to. There. What I said before, I meant it to some degree. I never realized how much you cared about me. How much you must have enjoyed your monthly visits to my little hut. I apologize. I never knew. If I had, well, there's no point in considering a future that will never be now, is there? But I think we would have been very happy together. I fear you staying here will make me change my mind, so goodbye, my friend. Best you leave before the guards come to check on me. And best you return the cell door to how it was. I don't know if you'll be in the crowd tomorrow at my trial, but I'll look for you. I hope to see your face there. The face of a friend, of someone who cared enough about me to be there at the end. Goodbye. I think I could have loved you.